news, my lovely, wonderful people. Emefiele win court case against Tinubu. See what court has done to the case that is causing a lot of issues going on right now. And every single individual is wondering what else is really, how are we going to really, understand what this man has done to Tinubu and why Tinubu is acting towards him in this manner. Don't forget that during the presidential election, what happened was that our brother came, all of a sudden there was a change. Okay, there was a change in all that was going on. All of a sudden, they said they were changing the naira, and everything, and this began to cause a lot of reason, a lot of wahala. And as soon as Tinubu came in, he made sure that every single issue became very well known, and straight away this man was arrested. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Breaking news. See what court has done to DSS suits. Court strike out suits of DSS trying to keep Emefiele in detention. A federal Capital Territory High Court sitting in Abuja has dismissed an application filed by the Department of State Security Services DSS seeking an order to extend the detention of the embittered Central Bank of Nigeria Governor Godwin Emefiele. According to Channels Television, the request was discreetly filed by the DSS legal team on Wednesday based on an alleged new evidence it has obtained. The application was dismissed by Justice Musa, who cited an abuse of court proceedings and a lack of jurisdiction. The request by the DSS followed Emefiele rearrest by the agencies from court premises in Lagos after the court has ordered asked him to be remained in the correction center while awaiting the fulfillment of his final bail condition. DSS counsel Victoria closed the withdrawal and matters after the judge raised questions about the court jurisdiction, given the exclusive right of the magistrate court to grant detention order under section 293 and 296 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. So, Emefiele win. They won't be hold and join again. Say DSS can go file secret court, judgment saying he has to remain there and what have you. And before you could say Jack Robinson, Emefiele, say since they hold him, they never release him to court to understand what was happening. But guess what? All that went on after all is said and done, it just allowed, his lawyers continue to file the case, and at the end of the day, see where we are at, see what exactly is happening now, and every single person can begin to, watch and see how these things are being played out. Well, my lovely, wonderful people, it's clear that we cannot understand politicians totally and completely. When their interests don't align, they are enemies. But as soon as their interests align, you'll be surprised that Emefiele and Tinubu will be doing business in no distance time. This is how they operate. This is how they operate. So don't get it twisted. Don't allow anyone, make you feel or think that, this is, no. They are not a very sincere, honest people. Okay? They are not a very sincere, honest people. What they do is for themselves. They don't care what happens to the other person. It's sad, but that's the reality of our time. And this is part of what is going on right now. Anyway, my lovely, wonderful people, you can see, that we cannot continue with the same thing over and over again, then expect a different, result. It is what it is. And if anything is going to change, this is the time to begin to, ensure that we, arise and bring things right in the right perspective. Emefiele, may have done a lot of wrong things, changing the naira in the heat of an election. They know what they are doing, However, he should not use that to inflict pains on Nigerians. What Emefiele did was wrong. But my point is, Emefiele did not act alone. Emefiele did not act alone. He was under strict, supervision and guidance from some persons. Yeah, Buhari was the one calling the shots. Yeah, but Tinubu did not bother to probe Buhari or touch Buhari. Emefiele became the scapegoat. That's what happens when you follow the wrong crowd. You end up being the spectrum. Okay, so Tinubu did not really want Emefiele to be out of DSS handle so that they can deal with him and he can understand, what he did. Because Emefiele did a lot of things at that point in time where, the purpose and the plan was to ensure that Tinubu not fee give anybody money. He went to Shubon and said, they are suffering you because of me, and all that. But guess what? The same thing that he was condemning, telling other people of, is the same thing he's doing now. Removing the fuel subsidy without any adequate plan in place, is that not suicidal? Do you know how many people have died? Do you know how people are sincerely struggling and suffering? Let's be honest, people are genuinely suffering in this country. Not because everyone is quiet, pretending that all is well makes it all right. It's not all right. It's not. Sadly, this is what we condone. And we hardly have people who tells us the truth, showing us exactly what is going on and making things, what it needs to be. So these are very, very critical stage and situations that we are faced with. And every single person, is beginning to wonder what we can do to make things differently. Okay, so this is what is happening. This is what is going on. Emefiele now don't win the court case, and that court case now don't send wahala for inside town. Okay, so this is what is going on right about now. Anyway, my wonderful people, don't forget that if we want things to be different, we need to begin to ensure that we are all rising up to it and that nobody is left, we do not leave ourselves to chance thinking that all will all of a sudden fall in place. There is need for every single person to arise and bring this country to where it needs to be. Remember, you have a voice. And so we must all speak out together and ensure that we are doing all that is needed, necessary to change the course of what is going on right now. So it is what it is, right? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can have all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.